Konnichiwa. Hi, everyone. My name is Zen Honeycutt, and I am the founding executive director of Moms Across America and also the group Mothers Across the World. And I'm also the author of my book, Unstoppable, and it has been published in Japan. It's been out for about a month or two, and I hope that you have had the opportunity to read it. And if you have not, that you have the opportunity to get my book. It's available on Amazon. It's published by Gendai Shokan. And the people that have read this book in Japanese have told me that they have loved it, that it has moved them to tears, that they have been inspired, and that it has really made a difference for them in their lives. And I hope it does that for you as well. I wrote this book because my children had health issues. And that is not just happening in America, it's happening all around the world. And in Japan, developmental delays, autism, allergies, all kinds of chemical sensitivities are going through the roof. They're skyrocketing. And I want to tell you that it's not your fault. I hope you don't have a doctor or an in-law or parents that are blaming you, the mother, for your children's health issues, because it's not your fault. This is happening around the world. We are seeing skyrocketing children's health issues. In America, it's 1 out of 2 of our children have a chronic illness. We have 1 out of 36 children now, I believe, have autism symptoms. And food allergies have increased 400% in the past 10 or 20 years. So in just the past decade or two, our children have become sick at just skyrocketing levels. So what's happening? Well, the biggest change that's happening around the world is the food supply. And our children are being subjected to chemicals like glyphosate because GMOs, genetically modified organisms, are in the majority of our foods now, especially our processed foods. So if you're eating things like crackers and cakes with soybean oil and cornstarch and canola oil in it, then you are most likely eating GMOs. If you're eating meat that is not organic or not non-GMO, then you are likely eating GMOs because the animals eat the GMO grains that are also sprayed with glyphosate, and then it goes into their bone marrow and their meat tissues, and you are consuming GMO proteins. And you're also consuming glyphosate. And glyphosate is the declared active chemical ingredient in Roundup, and it is the most widely used herbicide in the world. And the International Agency for Research on Cancer has deemed it a carcinogen. It's also a neurotoxin, an endocrine disrupting chemical, meaning it disrupts the reproductive organs. And it also has been proven to cause liver disease at very low levels. And we have an epidemic in America where 1 out of 8 people now have some form of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease or a form of liver disease. And this is extremely concerning because trouble to the liver means fatigue and all kinds of other health issues because your body can't detoxify the way it's supposed to. So I want you to find out more about the food supply in my book, Unstoppable, and really find out what's going on with the global food supply. This is not just about America. It's also about what's happening around the world. It's my personal stories, and some of them are very harrowing for me, very troubling. But I think you will find that many of them are very inspiring as well. And, you know, it's time for us to take action. We can't wait any longer. Too many of our children are sick, and too many of our family members, maybe many of you might have some sickness, some chronic illness, but I want to let you know that you can get better. And we have hundreds of testimonials from moms and people messaging us all the time on social media, on our Moms Across America Facebook page, that their children and their family members and they themselves have gotten better when they eat organic. And so I want you to know that you can too. You can go non-GMO and organic, or find out from your farmer how do they grow their food. If they're not organic right now, it's okay as long as you know, and the farmers are very honest about how they're farming. So we really encourage you, all the moms here in America really want Japanese moms to find out about what's going on in the food supply, not just for the sake of your kids, but because we have a global food supply and we all need to work together to have safer food. For instance, Japan owns the largest grain distribution center in the world, and it is in America. It's in New Orleans, near New Orleans in Louisiana. And the Japanese government owns this grain distribution center that distributes 60,000 tons a day of the grains that are grown in the US. And those grains are predominantly GMO. About 94% of them are GMO. And so the grains that are grown here in America are polluting our water, our air, our farmers, the children that are at schools nearby where the chemicals drift to them. So what's happening here in America and the grains that you're eating there, it's all connected, right? We can't transition or transform this food supply without working together. So we would love to work together with you and really support Japanese moms in finding out more about this. So please get this book for not only for yourself, but your family members. Suggest that your library carries it so more people can read it. And please support more people to find out about what's happening in the food supply, because the Japanese people have a tremendous opportunity to transform the food supply and health in not only in Japan and in America, but around the world. So thank you very much for thinking about buying my book, for sharing my book, and for getting the word out there about what's happening with the food supply. So together, in partnership, we can transform health and the food supply and reduce, the effects of climate change through regenerative organic farming. And we can do this together. And I promise you, we will not stop. We will not give up, because the love for our families will never end. So please get my book on Amazon, and thank you very much.